Hello everybody, welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld. Here are 3 things to pay attention to for the upcoming trading week. Now, first and foremost, so much attention has been on the Fed. Well, Chairman Powell will be speaking on Wednesday about interest rates. There is a rate announcement happening, but nobody really expects those rates to rise. What is going to be of interest is what he says after. So as you can see here, at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when they make the rate statement. But of interest is this one. It's the press conference 30 minutes later. That's where Jerome Powell will be talking about inflation, interest rates, what the dot plot looks like, and what the other Fed participants are thinking about raising interest rates, lowering them, keeping the same, or the economy as a whole. So that could be a very busy day for the markets from a volatility perspective. But you know what? There's something much more impactful, and that's going to be looking at the FAANG stocks. Now, most of you know who the FAANG stocks are, right? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. And I'm going to sprinkle 2 on here, which is going to be Microsoft and Tesla. Now, I'm curious. I'd like you guys to quiz yourselves right now. If we look at these companies, you've got Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Tesla. 6 companies. Now, what percentage of the NASDAQ 100 index do you think that represents? Remember, indexes are designed to help create a diversified portfolio so you don't take on single stock risk. Look at something like the S&P 500. You've got about 503 companies in there. If one of those drops 50% tomorrow, it's not going to destroy the index. But the danger starts to grow when the indexes get very heavily weighted in just a few companies. Lo and behold, we have the FAANG stocks. So let me run through here the list of the top 6 stocks for the NASDAQ 100 and show you how dangerous this could potentially be for the upcoming trading week. Now, first and foremost, we've got Apple. That's 11.35% of the NASDAQ 100 index. Next on the list, Microsoft at 9.92. You've got Amazon at 8.46. And then the duo of Alphabet and Alphabet L. Now that's Google, of course. So Alphabet is G-O-O-G, that's 4%. Alphabet L is G-O-O-G-L, and that's 3.59%. Now why the difference? Well, Alphabet has no voting rights, and Alphabet L does have voting rights. So 2 separate types of shares. Basically, it's still the same company. Next on the list is Facebook at 3.88%, and then down to the bottom, we have the darling Tesla at 3.66%. These are the top 6 holdings of the NASDAQ 100. This is the most heavily weighted, concentrated piece. I know you see 7 symbols here. I'm combining alphabet, so I call it 6. Now, this represents 44.86% of all of the companies in the NASDAQ 100. That means that if you look at this list, there are 94 other companies that make up 55% of the NASDAQ 100. That's crazy. That means there's way too much weighting in these companies. Now, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. When these companies are doing great, as they have been for the past few years, the index looks marvelous. It's almost straight up, right? If you've held NASDAQ stocks in your 401k, you're loving it. If you've held the QQQ, which is the ETF for the NASDAQ 100, you're loving it. But what if one of these misses, or multiple of them miss on their earnings coming up this week? That's a dangerous thing. Now, speaking of which, let's go look at the earnings calendar for the upcoming trading week. Now, you can see on Monday morning, we've got Tesla reporting. Now, Tesla will actually be after market close on Monday. You also have Lockheed Martin and Logitech. You can see on Tuesday, we've got Apple, Microsoft, and Google reporting. That's after the market bell. You also have General Electric, AMD, Starbucks, and Visa. So there's major heavy hitters across a wide variety of sectors already just up to Tuesday. Oh, it doesn't stop. Wednesday brings on Facebook, Boeing, Ford, Qualcomm, Tilray, PayPal, and Pfizer. Let's sprinkle on some drug stocks now and see how those COVID vaccines are doing. Thursday, it keeps on raining. Amazon, MasterCard, Altria, Gilead Pharmaceuticals, Merck, and Valero. Oh, some oil companies? Give me more. Yes, Friday, I'll give you more. AbbVie, ExxonMobil, Caterpillar, Chevron, and Procter & Gamble. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. As you can see, 983 companies are reporting earnings this week. A lot of action, so it's critical that you pay attention to your earnings calendar so that you don't get caught off guard. If you're holding any of these big tech companies like that, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, be very careful because the likelihood of volatility increasing significantly is much higher this week because of the earnings and the impact on the NASDAQ 100. That's Monday Morning Must Knows. We'll see you next week.